video that I did, I didn't have the ring light on. I was literally holding the phone. I was by the light. All right,
oh yeah, and it washed you out.
Are we live?
As my good friend Deontay, is it on? Is it on?
Don't do that.
I gave him a shout out.
Deontay, yeah, you could give him a shout out. Go for it.
Yeah, he's been doing some live cooking shows, making me hungry.
Cooking with love.
Cooking with love. He makes breakfast now and lunch and all that good stuff.
So you want to say who Deontay is since you're giving him a shout out now? And I'm gonna.
Deontay is a phenomenal. What can I call him?
A phenomenal human being.
Human being, correct.
Is a sheriff.
He is a sheriff with Stafford County.
Yep.
And he does great cooking shows. So if you ever are looking for some entertainment, follow his page. Deontay.
He's hysterical. And we were actually on one of his cooking shows, but he also does a lot for the community, not just as a sheriff, but just outside, as far as the community engagement and stuff like that. He's just a really awesome person. However, most people will know him as the dancing deputy because he was the one that his video went viral at North Stafford High School in Stafford, Virginia, North Stafford. He did, was it All the Single Ladies? He did the dance.
I think so.
And it went crazy. And so he was on Good Morning America. He was on a bunch of different shows. So a lot of people will know Deontay as the dancing deputy. But he is he's a sheriff with the Stafford County Sheriff's Department. But he does do a really fun cooking show. So if anyone's looking for entertainment, definitely go over and check him out because he's hysterical. And what did we make? We made tacos.
It was tacos. Come on, how could you forget?
Well, I know, but we didn't just make tacos. We made a lot of things with him, but it was a lot of fun. So
it was.
Deontay, thank you for all you do for the community, for sure. So is Melissa on yet?
Yes, she is.
Yep.
All right,
see me?
I'm gonna push it over and go, hey Melissa, I'm gonna go push it live on my Facebook page. Hang on 1 second. So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I feel like I'm in homeroom in high school.
You what?
I feel like I'm in homeroom straight out of high school. Melissa Longton here.
We'll take roll call now. Melissa Longton
Here.
Mr. AJ Law or
Here, present.
AJ Hall. He just got a review, a 5-star review, and autocorrect takes lol and makes it Hall, which was just like
That's okay. Well, we're emailing back and forth, and I'm on every single one of your emails. Fun. But Laura was interacting with one of our agents, and she said, or not you guys, but another agent on the other side of a transaction, and someone responded, "Hi, Lauren."
Oh,
yes. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about that. So, okay, wait. I'm trying to share this right now. Share to my story. Share now public.
I think G needs like an IT guru with her at 24/7.
Did you see the what was it, a potato?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
That was hilarious.
All right, I'm just gonna edit my post and say we're live. Ask us questions. So
hold on. Hey G, you got Buddha behind you. I want you to sit in your chair like Buddha, like you did at the Home Goods when we went.
You know I can do that. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Hold on. We are live now. Ask us questions. And yes, when I type, I read out loud.
Yeah, have you ever been on the phone with her while she's composing an email?
Question. I can't help it. Like, you know why? Because I'm a multitasker, which sometimes is a good thing. Oh,
we lost you.
You know why you lost me? I got spam
phone call.
I got spam phone call. So if I blip out, that'd be why. Okay, so I've shared it. Has everyone shared it to their page?
Yes.
Their Facebook. Okay. So I just fell down. So okay, so Buddha. So AJ and I were getting stuff for our Gainesville, Virginia office, right? We were at the Home Goods near our Gainesville office. Was that where it was?
Yep.
And there was a Buddha. However, the Buddha was like, I don't know, he was probably like 6 feet tall. Yeah, he was huge. So I got on the floor. AJ didn't think I was flexible enough because I'm old. And I did the Buddha. So let's see. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but I'll do the Buddha. Let's see if I can do it. So, oh my gosh, you're gonna see my, you might need to send someone over to help me get out of this position, and I'm trying to do it in a chair.
I can do it.
Oh, we know you.
Huh?
We know you can do it. You're a freak of nature.
All right, so I'll just, hold on. Can you see my feet?
Yes.
So there's my feet. Hold on. Left hand.
Snap a picture of that, Z.
Wait.
Craziness.
Now, if you
We
want
have
to
problems.
All right, hey,
All right,
hey,
as
now,
I got
Zach,
out. All right, so I'm safe.
Zach,
Yeah,
this is what
you
you
wanna-
need. You need to sit on the ground and rock back and forth on your hip feet.
Hey,
No,
AJ, I
Brittany
have
just
something.
sit on the ground and walk around on her hands, lifting herself off the floor.
That's my daughter. She is super ultra flexible. It's crazy. Like she's super flexible. So yeah, she's funny. But so the reason why we're all on today is
Where are
gonna
you?
talk,
Why
and
are
we're
you
gonna
so
kind of-
white?
I'm white. I don't have a light on. I'm sitting in front of the window. Do
That's
I look
why.
too white? Should I go this way? Hold on. Should I
super-
close?
Look at, I'm super pale too. I didn't
I
even
don't-
have time to throw a little blush on or nothing. I just had to go for the hat. I've been putting out fires all morning.
Yeah, I saw your
All right,
emails.
is that better? Am I half?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to.
I'm like half in the shade, half not. I'm sitting in front of a window because I usually sit outside. Hold on, I can really go dark. Is that better?
That's
That's
better.
almost better. Yeah.
All right, hang on. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. Is that better?
Would
Yes.
you sit still?
Well,
Stop.
they're yelling at me that I look too pale. All
I
right,
know
I'll
you,
scooch
you
closer.
look washed out. Hey, G, you got
So-
this nice shirt on. Can you tell us what that's about?
So the Real of Real Estate is our podcast. And so this is for our podcast. So if anyone's looking for real estate information, we talk about like our daily, I think one of the most listened to episodes was us talking about the average, not so average day in the life of a realtor. So but we have all kinds of guests. We have mortgage people, we have, title settlement. We even talk to a professional stager. We just have a lot of fun on the podcast, and season 2 is going to be launching probably in the next couple of weeks. We've sort of delayed it a little because of everything that's going on, and we're trying to do a lot of Zoom calls with our guests as opposed to actual face-to-face interviews. So subscribe to, on wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, subscribe to The Real of Real Estate, and you'll get up-to-date information and hear about our crazy days, which is actually what we're going to talk about today. That was our topic. In light of everything that's going on, and when you put on the news or you open your computer, we thought rather than talk about all the chaos that's going on in the world, that we would talk about all the chaos that we've endured or been through or seen in real estate, and in a fun way, in an uplifting way. But while we're on, feel free to hit any one of us up on our Facebook pages, because Zach is monitoring. So if anyone has a particular question that is real estate related or personal for us that we can answer for you, since we share a lot on these, I think, we're happy to answer those questions for you. So, but today is all about the chaos of real estate transactions and what we see on a daily basis, even now with the state of the current market. So
I want to tell a story that I've actually never told to the public about.
oh my gosh, I'm sitting down. Let me get a drink.
My worst ever thing that I did.
Okay, first let's preface it by Zach is not a licensed agent, so he's an assistant. He's worked in real estate for a long time in many different ways.
So yeah. So I went on a listing appointment with an agent, and it was this is so hard to
Oh my
say.
God.
The words aren't coming out of your mouth.
It
I
was
need popcorn. I feel like I need popcorn for this. Like
it was a
you wanna eat
mobile
snack?
home
Okay.
in Spotsylvania, like way out in Spotsylvania. Like you don't realize how big Spotsylvania, like Stafford's big. Spotsylvania is like 6 times the size. It's huge. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go with you. I didn't have anything else to do this day. So I was like, okay. We went to this listing appointment, and I can't even make this up. We walked in, there was no floor. There were holes in the floor of the house. Hold on, it gets better.
Was there an animal?
Hold on, it gets better. She had like 17 dogs. the grass was like this high off the like ground. So like I was afraid of snakes, like walking
Yeah.
up through the house. So anyways, like holes in the floor. Like you could fall through them, holes in the floor. Like, oh, be careful because there's a hole right. Oh, I saw it.
Oh my gosh.
The worst part was like it was very cluttered. It was very dirty. This was a long time ago, but on the counter in the kitchen there was a package, a container, and I was curious. I was like, oh, her jewelry is very just exotic looking. It was a flea and tick collar
On the
around her
counter
neck,
for her to wear?
Her neck.
around the person's neck. She had a flea and tick collar.
Oh my gosh. Well, because she had so many, oh my gosh. She had so many dogs.
There, like that was the only way. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
So we
Wow.
see some weird things.
We definitely do. And so I actually have one that could parlay on that one. When I first started in real estate back in 2008, so it was at that time in the industry, you know, it was very difficult because we were facing a lot of foreclosures and short sales, and that was kind of the housing bubble burst, and we were dealing with a lot of issues as a result. And so I went into one house, and for some reason or another, the client opened the freezer. And so in a home that's vacant, you never open the refrigerator or the freezer because you never know how long it's been vacant. B, you don't know if power had been shut off, and if there was food in there, it would be spoiled. And so I've done it before, and it's knocked my socks off with the odor that comes out. So the client didn't open the refrigerator. The client opened the freezer, and it was one of those top bottom ones. The freezer was on the top, and there was one thing in it.
Fish.
Nope. It was a dog's brain.
Oh.
And the reason why, and so I called the agent because like I didn't know what it was, and it was you know, smaller. And so, but I could see, and I was like, is this a science project? Like, please tell me that this. And so they had frozen the
I could not imagine being the agent having to ask my client,
right.
So Sally, why do you have a dog's brain in your
Right. But I didn't know what it was. Like I knew it looked like a brain, but so I immediately called the agent, and long story short, what it was they were freezing it for science, and they forgot it. And it was just like overlooked because it was in the freezer. They had cleaned out the entire refrigerator, but it was like one of those things where they had, I guess, up and moved quickly, and they forgot that was in the freezer. So that freaked me out. That was at the very, like the beginning. I couldn't even today tell you what the house looked like or even where it was, but I will never forget that. And parlaying on that during that time, like we had people that were stealing pipes, like copper pipes out of houses, and all kinds of like crazy things happened back at that time. So, which I could totally go off on. But yeah, that was a really unique one. And I don't think I've ever really talked about that story, was the brain.
I never knew that. What?
Yeah, I don't, that
Yeah,
was an interesting, that was definitely an interesting off the wall one. Because I knew we were talking about this today, and I was trying to think, I was like, I've been doing this a while, like about 13 years. And so, you know, walking into a lot of different houses and situations, like what are some of the crazier ones I've experienced. So, but you know, Melissa, she was just looking through the MLS for a client for some things, and she's got an interesting, and we're not naming names, we're not giving addresses, and we're not talking about clients.
That's
What's
so
that?
boring now that you kind of trumped all.
Right. I don't have any stories to top any of those.
I don't
Well,
really either, dude. Mine is like, all
No,
right, I'll tell
yours
my
is good.
story. I'll tell my boring story compared to the brain of the dog, which I hope it was the brain of a dog, by the way. Okay. Just saying.
No, yes, it was. But anyway, go ahead.
Some adults have small brains too. I mean, we're looking at one right there.
I hope you're talking about yourself, right, miss?
Oh my gosh. First of all, hey, and it's April 1st, by the way. So happy April Fool's Day.
Hey, the rent's due, the mortgage.
It just got silent. So Melissa, tell us what happened. Tell us your
April
story.
Fool's Day was canceled.
It was canceled.
So I have clients moving from California and they really want a brick front home. And so I've spent hours scouring the internet for a brick front home. And it needs to be a specific type of brick front home. Anyhow, I found a house that I was like, I know the other agent. I'm like, this is gonna work. Look at this. And then I started looking through the photos and I found the kitchen. And the kitchen is bright, bright, bright red for mica countertops, bright red waxed, like high wax, like a roller skating ring, red floor, and then like red highlighted on the cabinets, red.
Well, I think I saw this house because I was looking for a client as well.
But you know that
Bright red.
so that goes to show like it's a learning point for potential sellers or anyone that asks us to do, you know, about doing home
I was looking
renovations.
for a picture.
No, don't show the picture. Don't
Oh,
show the
okay.
picture or tell the location. But
That's
but
a
that
really
was a
important,
no.
like, whoa.
I sent it to my client on an off chance that it might be okay. She's like, whoa.
Hey, this is a good time for negotiation. You negotiate a good paint credit.
So,
Oh no, it was
that's more than
much-
paint.
Yeah, but you know what? It was bright red, but like it was like really kind of like
This is totally
weird.
off the wall, but
Kelly's watching with us too. She said she knows which one that house. She knows that house.
who says that?
Kelly. But you know, people will remember that though. But as a
Hold
learning
on, but
point,
is
for
it one of
some-
those red light district houses? Was it red light outside too?
we don't have any of those. AJ, where are you shopping?
I mean, it could be with this day and age. It's got to make money somehow.
Oh gosh, AJ.
So
You're
I
a
have to
mess.
tell you, in our career, I thought about this a couple weeks ago. I actually told Ginger, I said, you know, you think about and I don't know what triggered me thinking this, but you think about all these different careers and how, like, just put real estate aside, right? We wait for our phone to ring. Like, this is our career. We wait for our phone to ring. We don't know who's calling us, but we answer it. We agreed to go meet a stranger that we've never met before at their house. We don't know who they are, where they live, and we go. That's what we do. We sign up to go meet a stranger.
Yeah, which is the
I never
craziest
thought
thing.
of it that way. That is
Yeah. I mean, mom always told me, don't talk to strangers. Don't get in their car, and definitely don't go in their house.
On that
And
note, what
that's-
else did Mama say? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
That's right. If you don't have
Also-
something nice to say, don't say it at all, but maybe write a note.
So we go and we ask them, like, do you want us to remove our shoes? Like, do you like what?
Right.
Do we get comfortable? Do we take our
No, but it's true. It is really true. Like in our industry, I think now though, we are becoming a little more cautious because there are stories that have come out where agents are getting, you know, robbed or abducted and in very unfortunate circumstances killed, you know, especially in vacant homes. And there was I think someone in a model home in Maryland, builder's rep that was killed a while back. But
I believe that that's probably what triggered me thinking this. Like, but and then we wait in homes on weekends when
yeah,
we're allowed to
yeah,
for people to just come in.
just show up.
Oh, and then we go live from it. So we let the world know where we're at. So if you want to find me, you know where to find me. Come get my ass.
But on that note, though, we always know where you are, like, because we are promoting where things are happening, and we're good about sharing. Because I know, Melissa, you do that with us too. You'll put the Life 360 app on, and you'll share your location.
Oh heck yeah! I don't want to die.
All these people see my location.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that well, first off, my family has me on Life 360, so my kids torment me. daily. Like, why are you there? You said you were working. Why are you at the grounds coffee?
Right.
Right? Or
Yeah.
why did, and they have an alert set when I pull into Six Bears and a Goat. It says mom is at Six Bears and a Go. I'm like, what is wrong with you? So the Life
Hey,
360.
what's the message behind the measuring tape there? What are you measuring? The size of your brain?
No.
Well, she
So
did have it big.
I don't know if everyone has this issue, but I'll scroll through Facebook and then something will come up like an advertisement for something that I may want to purchase
Right.
or may didn't want to purchase, but now I want to purchase. And you guys know I love my silicone ring.
Right. So you lost yours.
No, I didn't lose it. I was going to order a new one. They're on sale today. So I was trying to figure out how many millimeters in an inch and then measure my finger and what size. I mean, it's a whole science project. I wish Zach was here because he could dumb it down for me.
So you know what you do? Take a piece of string and put it
Yes,
around the ring.
I know, but I was already late for the call. So I didn't want to mess with a piece of string. So I have my Vera Bradley, and I'm 2.25 inches. So now I've deducted that I am about 56 millimeters, which should be a size 7.
Did you go on Google? Like Google will convert all of this for you.
I know, but I'm on a Zoom call and I'm supposed to be like attentive to you guys.
Do you know how many things I accomplished on Zoom
You're kind of bothering me now because by the time I get back to the basket, the two-tone white is going to be sold out.
It'll be gone. It'll be gone.
It'll be gone.
So if anyone notices that Melissa goes on pause for a moment, it's because she's shopping, because that's what she can't miss the deal on the ring.
No, it's an
And the next live,
Jim
well,
needs to he needs to shut the credit cards off because like you guys know when I'm bored.
No.
Instant gratification.
I'm on Nike, I'm on Amazon, Jim has a shed coming today he doesn't even know about.
Oh, we got a Traeger grill coming. I ordered one for Dave's birthday, which was last week, and he wasn't here. So, because he was helping his
I
parents
almost
move.
ordered a grill last night on Target. They're
Traeger
4%
grill.
off.
I ordered. So we've got anyone that's got a Traeger grill. I would love your recipes or your feedback. We ordered a couple of. It's called a Traeger grill, and it's like a smoker / grill. And so you order like Melissa, you probably love this. There's different rubs for it, and then there's different chips that you put in it. So I ordered oak, and I didn't get the pecan. I got oak, and I got I don't even remember. I got 3 different types of chips that you burn, and then there's no gas. It's not gas at all. So
you know
it's called,
it's like an egg. We have an egg.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
To Missy, her boyfriend does all kinds of smoking.
Oh yeah, I'll have to ask her. So we've never, I mean, I always have a regular grill with the gas tanks, and so my husband was looking online and he's like, I really think this would be cool. And as you guys, most of you know, for Christmas, I got him the Peloton, a workout piece of equipment. I got him a vacuum because I'm good like that. And I got him the sous vide cooker, which he's kind of really gravitated to the sous vide. So now he's all about like grilling and cooking. So I was like, all right, your birthday.
It's a sous vide.
So he got a Traeger grill coming.
Are you giving him subliminal hints that you are no longer?
No, he actually wanted it. Wanted it. So then I got online and I ordered it for him as a surprise. But I'm trying to be really good. We're not really doing a lot of online shopping because
Are you sure you use his email address?
What's that?
You sure you didn't use his email address?
No, I use mine. So, but he knows it's coming. He's very excited. So, yeah. So
We've all been online shopping, I think. Like Melissa, you're ordering stuff. Ginger was on that called me yesterday, and I'm like screaming. She goes, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I can't find my credit card. I need to put it in here. Your credit card is saved in my stuff."
For Target, he's ordering 1,000 count sheets from Target, and my credit card pops up. What's wrong with this picture?
I ordered resistant bands. That's the only thing I ordered so far.
Yeah, because workout equipment you can't find anywhere.
Nowhere. I've looked for hours.
Yep,
Hours.
yep. I know, it's
I
crazy.
ordered-
You know anybody selling stuff?
Well, you can look on, I guess, the marketplaces right now.
There's
Yeah,
nothing-
is anyone selling stuff? Yeah, houses. Why don't you get on board, clown?
I saw a Peloton for what was it, 1,200?
What?
Yeah, it
A
was cheap.
newer one?
It was new. It was brand new. They just bought it. They don't like it.
What?
So
It was on Marketplace.
I will say Peloton is pretty awesome. It is
I would've
pretty
booked that
awesome. I
gym 'cause I canceled our gym membership.
Did you?
Why?
Why? Because this is why. I'm going to shoot you straight. 4 people in this house. We've had our gym membership 10 months. Between all 4 of us, we've gone 8 times.
Same.
So 8 visits have cost me like $960.
I pay $40 a month to not go there.
I pay $40 and I do go. It's my.
I mean, you actually get your money's worth, AJ. You do. I
Yeah.
don't. I
I
don't.
sort of I do, because even though I was a little lax as of late, because we've been so busy before everything came to an interesting different direction from real estate. We were so busy because we were spring market, and I really wasn't going. I was trying to go at 5 a.m., but I definitely went on the weekends, and my husband and my daughter do go. So not now because the gyms are closed. But
I will say though, like if there was one in Fredericksburg, I'd go a lot more. And
Yeah.
I know I could join a gym that's in Fredericksburg, but I won't go.
yeah, well, there
That's
was one
why
in
I joined-
Fredericksburg.
That's why I joined the one in Stafford, and that's what, like, because I know I'll go when I do go. That makes no sense whatsoever, but it makes sense.
I'll go when I do go.
You know what we need? We need a shower at the office.
I just shower at Ginger's house and then go to the office.
I mean, I could shower at.
This
Jean's
whole
office.
conversation just went like this.
Yeah, we're supposed to be wild, crazy real estate stories.
I mean, it
We're
is
talking about
part
wildly crazy, but not necessarily.
of our
So-
lifestyle.
Well,
Like-
no, it's true. But so Zach, I mean, if we do take a 5 a.m. or a 5:30 body pump, Zach will come back to the house here. But there are showers at the gym, guys. I mean,
I will
used
not
to
shower
do
at a
that.
I
public
don't
place.
shower at the gym. No.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time. I still will shower sometimes at our gym, but
Yeah, that's how
Um,
you catch the Rona.
so let's go back to one of the things that we were going to talk about today, as far as like just crazy stuff that we've seen being, realtors in the real estate industry. So AJ, you haven't said anything yet. So what can you tell us about? I feel like I need to get like a thing of popcorn and just sit back and listen
No,
to
I don't have anything crazy. I mean, in comparison to what you and Zach shared, I think the craziest thing for me was I was talking to a client. He was so excited about closing. He had already started packing. And literally 2 weeks before closing, he goes and buys himself a Maserati. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? He goes, it was the same payment, same everything. It didn't change anything. No, sir, it did, because now your debt to income ratio is off. Luckily, he had enough income to support, the purchase and everything. But it did take an extra week to close him simply because it had to go back through underwriting. I think that's the craziest. Well, no, just 2 days ago, I've been trying to get into this house with a client of mine for 2 days now, 48 hours. And the house has been on the market for over 100 days. And I'm like, come on, let me in. We're going to write an offer, hopefully. They will refuse to. They're refusing to let anyone in their house. Granted, I understand why, because of Rona or whatever. But there's, we're at the point where we're going to write an offer. The house is going to go bye-bye. And
right.
so,
But I mean, for people like that, maybe it's better, to consider taking it off the market. I don't know. Everyone's situation is different, but it is frustrating when there's homes on the market and if they're trying to actually sell, if they
Right.
can't provide at least, and I understand people don't want to provide access. We had a seller that did that. They pulled their house from internal showings. But we ended up having, it go under contract. But I would say maybe consider taking it off the market, or for anyone that's considering putting your house on the market now, if you're not comfortable with people walking through, maybe consider not putting it on the market right now, but doing everything you can to get it tip top ready for when it is ready to hit the market. So,
we had gloves, we had masks, we had Lysol wipes, we had Lysol spray.
yeah.
I think if I was selling my house right now, I wouldn't let somebody in it right now either.
People are scared. It is how it is. I
No,
mean,
and
I
I
think,
get it. No, don't take me wrong.
oh no, I know. I'm just saying that, if they
But
do want to sell their house, then, you know, take the phone and do live and super specific.
I will
I
say
have a
the
client
agent was
right
very
now that
nice.
wants to go into houses.
The agent on the other side was very nice. She did provide a virtual tour of the home, which based off the pictures in the virtual tour, my client really loved the house and does think that it is the one, but because she can't really physically lay eyes on it, she doesn't feel like spending $700,000 on a house that she hasn't seen.
That's a lot of money.
That
Yeah.
is a ton of money. We're actually gonna go out. She's probably listening to this and she probably knows I'm talking about her, but we're probably gonna go out tomorrow and look at probably 5 properties. And hopefully, finds another one that she falls in love with. But it's just it's a tough time and trust me, us agents, we are deemed essential, so we're not just out roaming the streets. And we are taking precautionary measures when we are showing your house or just being out in public to do whatnot.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know we were going to keep it all lighthearted and stuff, but just to AJ's point, I haven't been going through a threshold for a couple of weeks now. I know Melissa hasn't either. Um, you know, Zach is our controller of chaos. So he's not showing properties because he's not a licensed agent, but
I haven't even
AJ
gone to
is,
our clients' houses.
yeah, I mean, and we're not, when we're taking listing appointments, we're doing it all this way. We're doing it via virtual conversations. And actually just before this call, there's another listing that we are going to be posting soon in Stafford. And it was coming out of a property management situation and they just virtually, they FaceTimed myself and the client through
Oh, I thought
Homes.
you went there.
No. I'm not
I
going.
was very confused this morning.
No. I actually did a FaceTime tour through the house. So, on that note, please know that we're not taking any of this lightly as individuals or team, the Give Back team. We are doing everything that we can to keep our clients, health and well-being first and foremost, as well as the public's and ours as a team. So AJ's, made the choice to go ahead and continue to show properties because people do need to sell and do need to buy. And although in our area, Northern Virginia, we do have a lot of people who aren't moving, like military orders, the travel has stopped. But we do have some government moves that are still happening and are needing to happen. And so for those people, they don't necessarily have a choice because they do have to move. And so, those people need our help and we're trying to do it in the safest way possible. So, we're doing the virtual conversations with home inspections, to AJ's point with the client not being able to get in the house, sometimes they're able to get in normally in a home inspection, but I'm even having as a listing side where home inspectors are going in the homes alone and they're going in with gloves, with booties on and with masks on. And so they're not touching, anything without a glove on. They're taking the gloves off after they exit the property. They're asking for all lights to be on and all doors to be ajar. So there are ways that we are, as an industry, trying really hard to maintain, the least amount of contact and exposure to all parties as possible. So
Right.
Yeah.
I saw an interesting post from another realtor from another state post this morning. It's not that we're deemed essential for the money aspect or whatever, but to Ginger's point, there are people that elderly or someone going through, they can't afford their home anymore or whatever case may be, they have the need to move regardless of what the timing is like. And that's what we're there for essentially.
yeah, I mean, and we do have some employees that are moving, that they have to move. So their orders are cut and their moves are still happening as of the moment. So we're working, and we're not by no means, again, please understand everyone that's listening and watching, we're not taking this cavalier at all. Like I said, I'm not actively going through thresholds of homes. As an aside, is a funny thing. I did have a walkthrough last week and the seller exited the home. My client who was purchasing it, they left all the lights on, they left all the doors ajar. And I opened the door and everyone knew I wasn't entering. And the only person that was entering was the buyer. And the buyer literally, I opened the door, I had gloves on, I opened it, she walked through, She looked at everything, went upstairs, came back down, and she pretty much walked like this the entire time through the home. So she wasn't touching anything, but she could just visually put her eyes on everything. And then the closing happened. There was a settlement that happened. I was not there for it. It was the settlement agent and the buyer, and they were separated and passing, one would leave the papers. And so there are ways that everyone in the industry is trying very hard to still make these things possible when they're needed, and to do it as safely as we can. So, but we put up a picture, and it was kind of a little tongue in cheek, but showing that we had a lender. Sandy Grimes was the lender on it from America's Choice Mortgage. She was in her car, I was in my car, and the buyer was over here, and we were literally all in our cars, more than 6 feet apart, and we kind of gave the high five to each other. So but let's kind of, unless we're getting questions more on this, are we getting
okay, more fun.
Yeah, so let's turn it back to the chaos that we've seen in the industry. But if there is any questions that you guys have related to the stuff that we're talking about, please do feel free to always ask us those questions too.
The other
so
is people over like overpricing their homes and just literally not cleaning up and just putting a for sale sign in. That's just crazy to me. I've seen so many houses go up regardless of what the market's doing. Clean your house. I mean, what just agents should like coach their clients like.
Oh, I've seen a lot of like, some pictures are like.
It's funny though.
I just think
Professional real estate photography only became a thing like within the past, I would say 2 years. That for the norm, like it wasn't before.
No, and now when you see like a cell phone taken photo, you're kind of like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like nail and I hit. But it's funny in our market, it's like that. But
yeah.
as everyone knows here, we've been.
Well, that's one thing I have to like proudly say about our team in general. We take pride in anyone's house. I mean, in terms of when we're listing and or if we're on the buyer side, simply because we point out things that the average homeowner would not see or prospective buyer.
Right.
Because we take that as, hey, if I was a client, would I buy it? You know what I mean? Or would I list my house in this condition? So I pride ourselves.
Even like just looking in Williamsburg at all different price points.
Oh, you from Williamsburg, bro?
Professional photography is not a thing in that market.
Hey, bro,
So,
you from Williamsburg?
Hey, AJ, I will turn your camera off.
Oh, because you're from Fredericksburg?
Watch this.
Bye, AJ.
Wait a second, why does he get off the hook?
No, he's not getting off the hook.
What are you from, Williamsburg, tough guy?
All right, so I have a funny story, and I think I shared this with Melissa last night, but I don't know if I've told many people of this. So when I started in the industry and I was brand new, I had a partner. We were two young moms. Yes, I was young when I first started 13 years ago. I was much younger. But we also had young kids. And so this other agent and we teamed up, and her name is Denise Seabuck, and I'm going to call her out. I love her and I miss her dearly.
Come on back. Join the GBT.
So, well, she's out in the Midwest now, and she's working for a Coldwell Banker brokerage and an agent out there. So
that sounds like expansion.
But so anyway, so her name is Denise, and she has dark hair, and I obviously don't. And so I'm also going to call out another client, Joe Lilly, who might be watching this. I think it was Joe. Someone called us salt and pepper, but the funny thing was that they confused who was the salt and who was the pepper. So I became pepper and she became salt, which was really funny. I think I don't know if it was Joe that did that, but so anyway, the point of my story is we're going on our very first listing appointment. Denise is driving.
And that's exciting.
And we're both excited. We're new agents. We're going for a listing appointment. It's in Hampton Oaks, which is a really popular community in North Stafford. And so she's driving. I think she's got like this like little SUV Mariner or something. And so I'm sitting in the
Murano,
maybe? What?
A Nissan Murano?
No, it's not a Murano.
A Mercury Mariner is a thing, AJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mariner. Thank you. And so I'm sitting in the passenger seat and she's driving. And I know that there were two other people, which I'm not going to throw under the bus, in the back seat of the car. And so we're all excited to go preview this house. So we're on Mine Road and we're close to where we're going to go. And all of a sudden, like, she's so nervous. And then all of a sudden we're talking and it was like this, boom. And but we didn't hit anything. Well, we did, but we didn't hit a car. We didn't hit a bump. Like we hit a bird. The bird, I think, was white and the windows were open. And the bird, she tried to swerve to miss the bird so it didn't hit the windshield head on. But remember where I'm sitting. I'm sitting in the passenger seat with the window open and there's people in the back seat. So the bird missed the windshield, but it hit the side of your mirror and it literally exploded. Like, it was just like you opened up a feather pillow and it just went, it was feathers everywhere, like everywhere.
That sounds like a
So needless to,
familiar story.
was that?
That
Oh
sounds
my
like a
gosh, it
familiar story
was
from
so,
another
I
time.
mean, it's not funny because obviously she really did try to avoid hitting the bird, but she was so, we were both so like excited and nervous. And then that happened. And so when we get to the appointment, which we were then late for because we were like, we weren't sure if we should try and go back for the, like, we didn't know what to do. So we are late for the appointment and now we're trying to be like upbeat and serious, but now we're all like, because we're animal lovers, we're like devastated that we might have just killed the bird.
What has made the whole
sorry.
thing so much better is if, like, at your listing appointment, the house had like an empty bird cage.
No, but bird feathers did go in the back seat to my friend sitting behind me. So like there was feathers in the, I mean, it was a little, it was traumatic, but I mean, now that I look back, I'm like, you know, you got to find humor in some things. And it was totally an accident, but it was kind of like, it almost was one of those things that it was slow motion. And it just like, it was just like, poof, and just white, like feathers just went everywhere. I mean, like everywhere. So Denise, I don't know if you remember that, but I sure do. And that was in 2008, early 2008, we were going on a listing appointment. So, but I can tell you
guys
too,
just went to go on a listing appointment and the guy asked you guys for if you wanted a shot.
Yeah, that's been a thing before.
yes, and the answer is always no, as much as sometimes we'd like to say yes. We will
Wait a
not be
minute,
drinking.
wait.
Though, right?
We're supposed to say no?
We're supposed, yes.
We lost that battle, Miss.
Huh?
That's in the bylaws, Melissa.
That's in the bylaws.
Wait a second. Seriously. Is it in GBT bylaws or is it a Caldwell Banker Elite bylaw?
It's
What's the difference?
It's a GBT law. It's a GBT bylaw, but they're not technically a client yet, so they could be just bonding time.
Wait a
Well-
second. I honestly probably would never take a shot with someone, but I'm just saying, if you're at their house and they want you to take a shot with them, why on earth wouldn't you be like, hell yeah, and bond with them? I mean,
I
After,
agree.
I would do
Compliment.
it. I would do it after, and I would encourage them to do it after because you want people to be clear-minded when they're making decisions about
They're gonna be
buying
very
or selling.
clear. They're gonna just
hey, a decision's a decision. It doesn't need to be a
Sell my
good
house.
one.
Obviously, people were joking. We're joking. No,
All right,
but-
so crazy stories.
so I have another. I do have another one.
No, you just went.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I know what she's gonna say. She better not say what happened to me in the office.
Go
Oh
for it.
yeah, we got a good one. I got a good one now. Thanks, Missy,
Go
for
for it,
the
Melissa.
binder.
No, that's not even the one.
So I've worked in many different ways in real estate before. I used to be in multifamily, then came into like property management, and then worked in operations for a brokerage. And part of what I did is I did recruiting. So it's funny that I actually knew Ginger before I came to work with her. I knew AJ before I knew AJ the way I know AJ now.
Because he was trying to steal AJ from the team.
He wasn't. You weren't a team yet. You
Hold
weren't
on.
a team yet.
He
That's
heard
true,
he
that's
heard
true.
of me before he actually called me.
AJ, everybody heard about you before they know about you.
Word.
No, AJ, that actually happened afterwards.
Oh, did it happen afterwards?
It was after. So,
Right.
but it was funny. So my first, I wonder if she's still watching, but it was the first time, like, they're like, oh, you start recruiting people. And I'm like, oh, I mean, how many times a day does our phone ring like, hey, do you want to come work? It happens. It's a normal thing. So I'm like, all right, I'll call this list of people. So the first person on my list is Kelly Walker. And Kelly is the broker of Coldwell Banker Elite. And I have no idea who Kelly Walker is.
Is she still watching?
I don't know. I hope so. So I answer the phone, or like I pick up the phone, and I'm like happy, and I'm like, okay, this is what I say. This is how I'm supposed to do it. Hi, this is Zach, and I'm with ABC Company, and she's like, no, I'm good. Click. I'm like, oh, why is she so rude? First person I called, it's like she hung up on me, and I'm like, she didn't even hear me out. Like I was so offended. I was so upset. It was so funny because one of Kelly and my mutual friends was sitting in front of me, and I'm like, she hung up on me. She doesn't care. Blah, and she's like, do you know who you just called? I'm like, no, I have no idea. Her name is Kelly Walker. She goes,
Oh,
yeah, you're
God.
lucky that all she did was hang up on you. Like, like you have no power to, no, nothing. So it's funny. So the Kelly and I started this like that thing back and forth. I'm like, you look better in red. She's like, no, you look better in blue. And here I am, years
In
later.
black.
But
Technically right now. In
right
black.
now. But it was funny because she was always like, one day. Like, no, never.
And here you are.
Here I
Well,
am.
speaking of that, right, to piggyback off of that, so when you finally called G back, Zach,
Well, hold on.
Oh, do not play that voicemail. We don't
I
have time.
actually have saved
Do you see what time it is? Do not play that voicemail. Listen, for anyone that knows Zach and anyone that knows Melissa and anyone that knows AJ, I love and adore everyone on our team. And they are all truly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, they are like family to me and they are very valuable assets. And so I knew Zach indirectly. We had never actually worked together, but I knew that he would be just so amazing with our clients and the team. And I'm so thankful. I truly am.
he's in a pod at that.
And I'm super excited that he was able to make it all work out, where he was able to meet with us and join our chaos. And truly he's not just our director of operations, but he is, in all joking aside, he is our director of chaos. Because as you can see, we're a bunch of nutballs sometimes. But we're not playing that voicemail, because if you do, I will not be sending you a paycheck. I'm kidding.
Ginger is always very collected and put together. So this voicemail is a train wreck.
It's a train wreck. Just like, I was so distracted and
I couldn't tell if she was nervous, distracted, or like that's the very first time she's reaching out to me.
I think she was driving. I remember she called. She goes, "You don't even know who I left a voicemail to." And this was like a year ago, 2 years ago now. And then when you finally called her a year later, she was like, "You won't believe it." And I was like, "Who?" And then she told me about you, and I was like, "Oh."
And the funny thing was, Kelly Walker was the one that said, "You need to call him now. You need to call him now." I'm like, "Really? And I had already hired someone for the spot that we were trying to fill, and still, obviously we needed more people. So
That's not great. I don't know.
You're fantastic.
Now look at us. Just
Great
look
thing.
at us.
Look at us. So wait, Melissa, did you have a story that you wanted to tell?
No.
Yes.
Come on, Melissa, tell your
Tell your
story.
story.
There's a lot of stories with you guys because just things never go right.
please.
I mean, it is always, always, always not good. But the latest malfunction was we were on our way to take a tour of National Stadium. This was just before all of this chaos started. And Ginger always waits till the last minute to be like, okay, we got to go right now. We got to go right now. So everyone's always running out of the building and we always try to pee. And so we ran into the bathrooms to pee, and she's sitting next to me in her stall and I'm in mine. And a few words come out of my mouth that aren't proper to say online, but I dropped my keys in the toilets.
But wait, I heard the splash first. I heard the splash.
So hold on. You don't realize though, too, this is at the office and our walls are paper thin because they're not real. and I can hear you on the other side of the wall is the woman's bathroom to where I sit.
I was hysterical. I couldn't even breathe. I was laughing so hard listening to what was happening in the stall right next to me.
Oh
So go
my
ahead.
gosh, I was so upset. Yep, they
But we-
stole my key fob, my little money safe, everything went right to the bottom of the toilet.
Yeah, then you come into my desk and throw them on my desk. Where's the Lysol wipes?
Well, I
Is
had
that
already
what just
washed
threw and
them.
fell in the toilet?
Yeah, but I already
Oh.
washed them with soap and hot water from the bathroom.
That's
And
a lie. On our side of the office, because we're on the remodeled side, there's no hot water heater. So no, you did not wash them in hot water. Liar.
Okay, so I washed them with soap. Anyhow,
Hold on, now I'm questioning, did she really wash them? Because she
We
feels
don't have hot water on our side of the office.
I washed them and I used soap and I washed everything off and then I Lysol wiped them. Then I took them apart and Lysol wiped them. Then when I got home, Jim had to take it apart so that the battery didn't
Fry.
rust.
Yeah.
so.
Anyhow,
Hey,
not real
due to the
funny.
shortage- due to
Wasn't
the
real
shortage of,
funny.
due to the shortage of toilet paper, Taco Bell lines have been really small. Just
Gosh. So I am going to, as a joke, I am actually going to do a video on a bidet. So most of you guys know, and it is a selling feature in a house. So I lived overseas. I lived in Italy for a couple years, and my kids
Did
were
you
little.
pause her?
Whoop. No, I didn't pause. I was getting a phone call, so I had to decline it. So anytime I get a phone call, I pause for a second.
Oh no,
So,
I bet
anyway,
you
long
they're
story
in
short-
trouble, whoever that is calling you during a Zoom call.
Yeah, that's right.
You're
I bet you
saying,
can text them.
hey, look at
Do not call me during these hours.
Ginger, why aren't you answering the phone? What, pick up, Ginger.
Delete.
Hey, I have not used my do not disturb button for as much as I have working from home.
Oh, I need to do that. I try not to because I try and answer the phone, but
No,
when we're
I'll
like
use
this,
it
it's a little difficult.
all the time. Since
All
I'm
the time.
working from home, I click it all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I do get that message every once in a while from you, Zachary.
Yeah.
I
Well,
got it twice yesterday. And no
Well,
phone
what's
call
funny.
back.
What's funny is though, if you would say AJ knows how I use that button. So here's the thing. Here's how I work. If I know who you are calling me, I will use that response. There are 3 different responses in my phone. One says I'm on a client, with a client, or not with a client, but on, I will call you back. I can't talk right now. I'll call you back. That means I can't answer the phone because of whatever I'm doing right this second, but I'll call you back. There's another one that says I'm on the phone and I'll call you back. That means I'm legitimately on the phone and I'll call you back. And then there's another one that says I'm in a meeting and I'll call you back. And that's when we're doing something like this.
A meeting just means you're at Benny's.
Hold on, Melissa. I'm with the client. Sorry, I was with a client. What does that mean with you?
Oh my gosh, let's tell that story.
Let's tell that story, Melissa. Tell that story because that's actually flipping funny. Go ahead.
Well, it's not funny, really, because we were getting
Because
floors
it's about
done-
you.
We were getting floors done in the office, and someone had to be there with them to babysit the workers, which they were responsible workers. They were fine. But I got sucked into babysitting the workers, so I was supposed to be back to the office by 5 when our secretary or whatever Mary's title is left. But it was like 5:30, 5:45, and I got a phone call from the broker. She's like, where are you? You're supposed to be here. Mary's trying to leave. But I'm like, I was with a client. And then my operations manager, who I confided in, I'm like, haha, I was with a client. I was napping, was with my broker and told her,
No!
liar, loose lip sync ships.
Hold on. Hold
One
on.
of these days you're gonna end up on a milk carton, buddy.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, Melissa, where were you? Kelly is sitting right here next to me. We're at karate. Where Melissa, where are you? She goes, I was with a client. which also means that I was sleeping and I didn't wake up. And Kelly's like, she was what?
I
That's
love
because
that.
the office closes, like, and they lock the door, and that's why we can't have people that aren't independent contractors / employees in the building unaccompanied. So
I like being a grown up now, like having my own company and being a professional, and like this happens all the time when I'm talking. Oh, yeah, I'm with a client. Oh, I gotta go. That's my broker. Oh, I'm booked. No, I have appointments.
Oh,
I
I-
love
oh, like
that.
you had 2 closings and I had to go show your house for you, but you went to Costco yesterday?
Oh, I did go to Costco yesterday, and I wore a bandana and glasses and gloves.
Why
and
didn't you call me? I would have went with you. I need Swiffer mop heads.
I didn't see any Swiffer mop heads. I seen a lot of the toilet things.
I would have went to Target.
I said to Jim, "Get up, we're going," because I do think that things are going to get much worse. So I just went, and he had a basket, I had a basket, because only one per household rule, which, God, it took me 15 minutes to explain the logic to him why he had to push his own cart. I'm like, because you're not going to check out with me. He's like, so I need to go to a separate line. Oh, for the love of God, do I need to write instructions down? He's like, he comes back with 1 paper towel. I'm like, no, 2. He's like, we can only get 1. I'm like, oh my God.
Hey, did you find toilet paper?
No.
So I will tell you that Dave did stop at the Costco in Woodbridge where the tacos truck was the other day, AJ, and they did have toilet paper there. I don't know, that was a couple of days ago, but Dave did have to stop there on his way home from
The
DC.
taco lady
So,
will be there on Thursday, so I might have to go in there and see what.
so let's give a shout out to Myra. Tell everyone what's happening on Thursday.
So what is happening is I think she partnered with Costco, or Costco reached out to her, and the employees are getting free lunch on Costco through Myra. the
I
Taco
love
Tuesday.
that.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I don't know the details, but when I went there on Monday, the employees were coming out with like a fake paper money and giving it to her as a coupon for some tacos, which was awesome.
And her tacos are really good.
Oh, wow,
So-
that's really nice. There's a lot of companies stepping up, doing good things. I know our mail lady carrier told my neighbor that she hasn't been supplied with any paper glove or plastic gloves, hand sanitizer, nothing. So
Well,
I put a care package together and gave her a pile of rubber gloves, individual sanitizing wipes. I gave her a soda, a bag of Twizzlers, just anything that was closed. And
If you
just
leave
said,
me a care
"Stay
package,
safe."
I'll come by your house too.
Well, what do you need?
So-
I got it. I'll hook you up. But like, be kind and generous to those that
Yeah.
are out there. Yesterday, Samantha's been crying. She's been in the house 3 weeks. She hasn't had a pink drip from Starbucks. So on the way home from Costco, I went through the drive-through at Starbucks, got a pink drink, and I didn't want to send change back and forth, so I just gave them money and tipped them well. And Sam got her pink drink, and at Chick-fil-A, I got everyone lunch, and I had enough points on my phone to pay for everything, so he just scanned it, so I didn't have to,
They are saying in like a lot of fast food restaurants, any place like Chick-fil-A, I know, any way that you can pay on their attach your credit card to the app where
Yep.
no cash or anything's exchanged, that's better. They like that better. So that's one of the things
Yep.
to keep in mind too. As much as we are able to do that, you
Hey,
definitely want to
Melissa,
do that.
do you think the pawn shop has workout equipment? Just totally random.
That's a good thought.
we never used to buy it only because it's so hard to get rid of, but like, I can always text them and ask, what are you looking for?
Or play it against sports. Try that too. If they're open. I don't know if
Oh, I bet you they're not open.
yeah.
Like
That
a
would be the
weight
thing.
and weights and barbells and all that jazz.
All right, it's 12 o'clock, everybody.
All right. So I have a couple other really just
Oh,
funny
snap, I gotta
stories
go.
that
I
I'm
got
just
a
going to
1
throw
o'clock
out there.
appointment. I gotta go. I got 1 o'clock appointment. Bye.
Bye, bye, AJ.
Bye.
So
Party's gone, so now we can party.
now we can actually talk.
Watch me.
I
You want me to
actually-
measure your finger? Put it out. Put your
Put
finger
it
out.
out.
Which one do you want?
That's not my middle finger.
Look at your
So
little
I have-
sausage hands.
I have walked in on someone showering.
Yes.
Like, I knew we were coming, and it was myself and a couple of other agents previewing a very nice house. So that was interesting.
Ooh.
I've walked in where it probably wasn't a acrimonious parting of a couple, and there was stuff left in a basement that was there swings
Yep.
and stuff that when we opened the door, we like were just like taken back by what was there. Stripper poles in master bedrooms,
Mirrors on ceilings.
mirrors on ceilings, seen that too. I've seen some really cool things where they've taken
Oh,
a
it's like,
garage.
where are these houses and why can't I go there?
Right.
Right.
I never been in one of them.
Oh, I have.
Oh,
Yeah.
except in Ginger's house.
Bump chicka bump bump. Listen, I have a bidet. I'm just saying I don't need toilet paper because I have 2 bidets, one in my kids' room and one in my master bathroom. And that thing has got a remote control panel on it and it does everything. So it's
Got
pretty
Wi-Fi,
amazing.
Bluetooth,
What's
Have
that?
you ever used it, Zach?
remote start, everything.
Have
It's-
you
yeah,
ever
it's pretty-
used her bidet, Zach?
No, but she showed it to me before. Why would I use her bidet?
No, we don't share bidets. It's in my master bathroom. And then I have one in the kids' bathroom that they,
I don't know. I'm a
it's
good
pretty
old,
awesome.
good old
For anyone
fashioned.
that's lived overseas, that's like a norm there. It's not the norm here in the US, but I will tell you. So sales of bidets have gone through the roof. You mentioned Nike before. Nike online sales, I read something yesterday. It's either up 45% or 55% in the last like 2 weeks on Nike. So online sales are huge right now.
Well,
And
Nike's having some crazy sales.
so is Tory Burch. A lot of places actually are. I mean, you can even buy a car right now online and have it delivered in your front, like to your front door.
Yeah, I tried that.
A lot of car places though, like Ford is giving you like months off, like where you don't have to pay.
No payment
Like-
for 90 days and then like zero financing up to 48. Then it goes to 091929. But the vehicle I wanted, I needed to take out 112-month payment on. No, Jim shut me down. I was trying to buy something. He's like, no.
That was smart.
That's
Thank you,
enough.
Jim. Thank you, Jim.
Well, that's why I'm going crazy on everything else, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're all doing that, but I know you're busy too because you're making calls and you're talking to your clients, and
Oh,
I
heck
think
yeah.
that everyone's just a little stir crazy, and that's why we're doing these lives at 11. I mean, we just want to give you our crazy faces and an opportunity if you want to talk with us, that this is a way that you can.
This is our only social interaction for the
This-
day.
Right. I mean, we do meetings, team meetings every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Melissa.
Wow, she just threw you under the bus.
Melissa missed our 9 a.m.
I
fine.
missed it. I don't even know what day it is. I was sitting
I know.
at the
That's-
campfire till 3 a.m. showing my kids that I could still do it.
Probably shouldn't have done that on a Sunday night when you have a 9 o'clock meeting the next day.
Hey,
Well,
I had one
get
at
this,
7:30.
We were going out to the fire and I didn't really want to drink beer, so I went into my room and
I
got a
slept with
bottle.
Chrome.
No, I went into my room and got a bottle of mango Ciroc
Oh,
because I wanted the Ciroc and I carried it out. I mean, it was almost full and I was just gonna, sip on that because beer just doesn't taste right to me anymore because it's been a long time. But anyhow, I'm walking out and my oldest goes, "Where are you going with that?" I'm like, I'm gonna drink it. Oh, you don't want to drink that. Why? Because it's filled with water, Mom.
no way.
Yeah.
You
Because
need
I
to
might
lock
as well
all that
tell
up.
you now before you get out there and drink it. It's water.
Oh,
Yeah.
How mad were you?
I was pissed. That was like, it was like an expensive bottle of vodka.
Yeah.
That I got none of. None.
Someone's gonna
Well-
be cutting the grass with some scissors. I'm just saying.
Then I went back in and got the Patron and smelled it. I'm like, oh, this'll do. And then next thing I know, I'm playing horse with the tiny basketball for the pool yeah, and we were playing fuzzy duck and oh man.
So you know what? It is one of those things though. We are losing track of time and days and all that stuff. And so what we're trying to do is keep some level of normalcy. And you know what? I'm glad that you had time with your family. That's what this is really all about, is to try and, you know, I'm not mad that you missed the
It's okay,
call.
Melissa.
Although you
I drank a whole bottle of wine by myself, and I don't know how that happened on Monday night. And I woke up, so get this. Apparently, I was a little bit too far into the bottle of wine. I couldn't make it up my own stairs to come upstairs to my bedroom, so I fell asleep on my couch and woke up there the next day.
Oh no.
I don't even know what happened.
No, I just woke up Monday morning smelling like a fire pit, covered with s'mores on my chin.
But you know what though? You have to be able to enjoy your time with your family and your animals and your loved ones and all that stuff. So I know we probably need to wrap this up because we've gone over the hour. We try and keep it to an hour, but we really appreciate everyone that's listening and watching. And, you know, we're going to post these on YouTube so you can follow our chaos, and hopefully you're finding some value, some entertainment, some level of normalcy in some of these posts that we're giving you.
Please
Any
follow our YouTube from all of your Google accounts. That's a really important thing for us right now. Just gonna say that.
Wait,
Please
what'd you
follow-
say?
Please go subscribe to our YouTube.
Yeah, we definitely would love and appreciate you following us on YouTube. So just put Give Back Team of Coldwell Banker Elite in the search bar. We are trying to grow our YouTube channel. So we would love and appreciate you guys supporting and following us there. And is that Blue?
This is Belle.
Hi, Belle. And if you do follow us, you can see all the past Live at 11s that we've been doing. But we're going to continue to do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This Friday, we're going to talk about staging your home to either live in or to sell when you're ready to put it on the market. So we'll give some tips on staging. We'll talk about our own, houses. And the one thing about being a realtor is I can tell you, and a stager, that I am very guilty of not taking care of my own house because I'm so busy walking into all of yours. So we'll talk about that. So if you have any questions about staging or what to do with your home, while you're home, all those sorts of things, we'll answer those live at 11 on Friday.
I have one.
And per the norm, we're going to go like shiny squirrel, left, right, upside down, and inside out with
How
our
many pillows?
conversations.
Too many pillows.
Too many pillows. That would be a too many pillow from a stager perspective. But we'll talk
What
about all that
the
sort of
heck
stuff,
is
and we'll do
that?
it on Friday.
That's my dad.
Oh my
like-
gosh. So we're going to end it here. Thank you so much for everyone who's watched and listened, and any comments, please drop here, but definitely go follow us on YouTube, and you can see all I see is Zach like this. I don't see your head.
I'm
The
cold.
next
It's
conversation we're going to have is going to be
freezing
all like this.
All right, everybody
But,
do something
anyway.
nice for their mail person.
Yes. And I actually was going to give them a gift card and I have a hand sanitizer that I'm going to be parting with. So, and also if you're on Facebook, which you are, because that's probably where you're watching us, go follow and join our group, The Human Connection. We are in almost every state in the US. We're missing some in the Midwest. And I think we're like in 16 countries that we have friends all over the place that are following, and it's all a place of positivity. And that's really what this is all about. Just, we're all in this together, trying to keep a smile on our face, trying to make it through every day, every week, as things are ever changing. And we just want to be a ray of sunshine there. So even if you don't participate actively with posts, it's a place to find something funny. And I find it hysterical that people are posting all kinds of really fun stuff. So go to The Human Connection and join that group too, because it'll put a smile on your face, hopefully every day. We've got all kinds of chaos.
Macarena?
All right. So
Got
on
it.
that note, I'm jumping off.
Bye. Love
Peace,
you
love,
guys.
and healthiness. Get those squats in, Jim. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.